The COVID-19 pandemic has affected all small businesses in the U.S. Virgin Islands, but there is help to move your business forward. The Virgin Islands Small Business Development Center is available to assist entrepreneurs and small businesses. The VISBDC is the territory's #1 resource for small businesses and is sustained by the University of the Virgin Islands and the U.S. Small Business Administration. The VISBDC is nationally accredited and provides one-on-one advising, business education training, and technical assistance at no cost. Attend workshops by experts from both the public and private sectors. From idea generation to exit strategies, the staff at the VISBDC are ready to assist you. So don't wait. Call, email, or visit them on the web at www.visbdc.org and Facebook, or simply download their mobile app on the Apple or Google Play Store. Just search VISBDC. Discover how they can help your business grow and succeed.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the final live event with the USPTO USVI webinar series. Today's webinar is focused on how small business owners can contract with the USPTO. This series is designed to help USVI entrepreneurs connect to the USPTO as they teach, clarify, and highlight the resources available to the USVI small business community. Today's presenter is Ms. Gwendolyn Davis. Gwen Davis has filled various roles as a contract specialist, contracting officer, and small business specialist throughout her 25-year federal career, including deployments to Puerto Rico for hurricane relief and Kuwait as the program contracting officer's representative for the base life support contract. Ms. Davis also spent time in the private sector, working for small businesses, doing accounts payable and receivable, and payroll and human resources. She obtained her bachelor's degree in management, human resources from Park University in 2008. She is currently a procurement analyst with the USPTO. I'll take this time to say just a friendly reminder to put your questions in the chat, and they will be addressed by the presenting team either in the chat or later during the question and answer segment. A copy of this presentation will be available when you receive a survey right after. It will be attached, and we encourage you to take a few minutes after this training and let us know how we are doing. So without further ado, Ms. Davis, the floor is yours. So Ms. Davis, we don't hear you as yet, so let's make sure you unmute your mic. And then we can proceed from there.
All right. All right. I have been with USPTO for about 7 months. I'm still learning about what they do. It's a very diverse organization with many different requirements. And one of the things that I'm very proud of is that we are very small business oriented. Out of the 746 contract actions that we've done so far this fiscal year, 455 of them have gone to small business. That's 61% of all of our small business, or all of our actions that have gone to small business. Okay. The first thing I want to go over with you today is the system for award management. Registration is required for all federal government contractors. If you're a subcontractor, you don't need to be registered, but it's a good idea to be registered so that we can find you if we want to contract with you. So the only purchases that are not required are government purchase card purchases. Those are below the micro threshold of $10,000. But any services over $2,500 and construction under $2,000, anything over those thresholds has to be done by contract, and contractors have to be in this system. So you have to have a cage code, which is assigned by DLA, and a unique entity identifier. It used to be a DUNS number. Now the UEI, unique entity identifier, is generated when you apply for a SAM registration. And this is the website. And everything that we do is basically in one place now. We used to have many different websites that you had to have. Your reps and certs were on a website called Orca. We had different websites to look up for if there were any exclusions. If a company had gotten into some trouble, we would have to check exclusions on a separate website. All of that is in one place now in sam.gov. And you can find contract opportunities, which is where all of the federal opportunities are advertised. Wage determinations, if those are particularly for services and construction contracts. And then you also, this is where you register, and registrations have to be renewed annually. And you can also check the status of your registration. Okay. So SAM has free registration. There are some copycat websites and scammers that will try to charge you for your registration. If you need assistance, your Apex Accelerator, formerly known as a PTAC, can help with that. All contracting opportunities over $25,000 have to be advertised on what's called a government-wide point of entry. That's required in FAR Part 5. And sam.gov is that government-wide point of entry. Your representations and certifications that indicate your business size and the category that you fall under, whether you're large, small, woman-owned, service-disabled owned, 8A, all of those things are included in your representations and certifications. You also will list your NAICS codes that your business provides. SAM also feeds information to the SBA Small Business Dynamic Search tool and interfaces with contract writing and financial management systems throughout the government. So your payment data and sensitive personal information will not be visible to other SAM users, but it does flow into those systems for automatic payment. So when you're searching in SAM, you can use keyword searches, NAICS code searches, agency identifiers, or location. And SAM lists different types of announcements and industry events like small business conferences, industry days, and RFIs and sources sought will also be listed on SAM. These are very important as they help the contracting officer determine their acquisition strategy. If they don't know you're out there and interested in the opportunity, it may go unrestricted or to a different socioeconomic category. So if you see an RFI, request for information, or a sources sought that you're interested in, definitely submit your capability statement or reach out to the contracting officer. So this is an example of what an RFI on SAM looks like. This is US Patent Office RFI back from November. There's two of them right there. And then if you click on that title, it'll take you to the full notice, and I'll show you what that looks like. So you'll get general information as far as when it's posted and when a response is due. The classification that tells you what it's for, and then there's a description. And view changes will show you any updates that have been posted. You'll also see attachments, and this is the same for an RFI or for a solicitation. For a solicitation, the attachments will include your request for proposal and any amendments. And this is important here, the contact information. So if you have questions on an RFI or a solicitation, your primary point of contact is usually the contract specialist, and the secondary point of contact is usually the contracting officer. So USPTO uses market research to develop our acquisition strategies. So we use SAM, we use the Small Business Dynamic Search tool. We also have an internal database of capability statements from businesses that I have met with or other contracting specialists have met with. So your capabilities statement will identify what you're capable of doing, what types of requirements you're interested in. And then when we get those responses, that's how we determine how we're going to set those requirements aside, whether it's woman-owned, service disabled, hub zone, 8A, small disadvantaged business. All of those categories are out there, but if we don't know that you are out there and interested, we can't set it aside. So again, I can't stress enough, if you see a sources sought or an RFI that you are interested in, definitely reach out to the point of contact and let them know. I'm going to probably say that several times. So Small Business Dynamic Search Tool is part of the SBA's website. It's fed by SAM, and it's used, every contracting office I've worked for has used this as their most basic market research tool. And I want to point out that when you're looking at this, this is a search that I did for Puerto Rico. You can search using a location, you can search using a NAICS code or a keyword. And the capabilities narrative right here at the last little bit there on the bottom right, notice how many of those are blank. That information is fed by SAM. So when you're doing your SAM registration, it's very important to put in your capabilities narrative, because many times you'll get a search that has, for example, this search had 3,680 profiles. And if a contract specialist is going through those, the first thing they're going to do is take out the ones that don't have a capabilities narrative. So when you're doing your SAM registration, make sure to fill something in about what your company is capable of and what their specialty is. For example, I used this search when I was in Puerto Rico after the hurricanes to find contractors for forklift drivers, to provide security for our warehouses. I also worked directly with the SBA to find contractors that were able to fulfill the requirements that we had at the Corps of Engineers. So some of your resources that will be very important as if you're just starting with federal contracting, is the Procurement Technical Assistance Centers, which have been renamed Apex Accelerators. They provide many services. They can help you with marketing, business plans, determining which agencies to target, because not all agencies will be a good fit for what you provide. They can help you narrow down the best agencies to work with. The website that's there is for your Virgin Islands Apex Accelerator. They have a very good website and give you all the points of contact that you need. They can also assist you with setting up your SAM account and setting up searches for opportunities. There are ways to set up searches in SAM so that you automatically get notified when things come up that fit your search criteria. They can also assist with marketing advice. Here's some more resources. San Juan has the Small Business Administration District Office for your area, and their website is included. There's also the Small Business Development Center, which is hosting us today. And we also have the Service Corps of Retired Executives, SCORE. All of these services are free of charge and are affiliated with the SBA. SCORE is mostly retired contracting officers and both federal and private sector that are out there to to help small businesses get their foot in the door with federal contracting. Another opportunity that I don't have on here is Subnet, which is part of SBA, is for subcontracting. So if you're not quite at the point where you want to contract with the federal government, but you're interested in working for businesses that have a prime contract, Subnet is a website through SBA that posts opportunities by prime contractors. And I can put that in the chat as we're answering questions. I think I have a link for that, or you can contact me and I can send it to you. So just a little bit more about USPTO. We are the organization that grants US patents and registers trademarks. Our office of procurement, is responsible for all of our contracts. We have prime NAICS codes that we use. Most of our dollars go to professional, scientific, and technical services, but we have a wide variety of different requirements, from buying computer hardware to publishing services, mail services, just a diverse field of requirements. So we've always got something going on, and if you're interested in doing business with us, definitely reach out. Keep an eye on Sam. And that takes me to this next slide. All of our contract opportunities over $20,000 are on sam.gov. We also use GSA, so some of our opportunities will be posted there as well. We are working on an updated forecast. The current forecast that's on our website is a couple of years old. We're working on a new revamped format for it so that it can be a constant living document with updates quarterly. And if you are interested in being added to our internal database, you can email me a copy of your capabilities statement or set up a capabilities brief. I would be happy to do that with you. So this is our website for small business information. And you can email these capability statements to smallbusiness@uspto.gov. And all of the information I've presented to you today can be found on this webpage. This is just a brief overview. If you have any questions beyond this presentation, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to work with small businesses. My whole purpose in life is to increase our small business base. As I said earlier, we had, out of 746 actions, 455 have gone to small business. I would like to increase that number. And I would also like to increase the dollars that go to small business. We have many large contracts right now that are going to large business that I would like to see broken up and sent out to small business. So that's part of my goals. As I said, I've been with USPTO since last November. Lots of work to do, but I'm hoping that I can partner with small businesses like yourselves and we can increase those numbers and dollars. And that's all I have. Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best as you move forward in the realm of federal contracting. I believe we have some time for questions.
Okay, so we're just giving time for questions to roll in. I don't see any as yet. Okay, so in the interim, while you get your questions together, I'll just use this time to highlight that the VISPDC has so much more in store for you as VI small businesses. You can visit our website at www.vispdc.org. Don't forget to download the VISPDC app free of charge from the appropriate app store like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google My Business. And don't forget to subscribe to the BISBDC YouTube channel for new uploads of our on-demand webinars. I still don't see any questions, but I'll use the time to highlight a few of our upcoming events. We have the USVI Marine Tourism Industry Entrepreneurship Readiness Webinar. That's going to happen on June 13th at 11 a.m. We have SBA presenting on Surety Bond 101, and that's going to be on June 15th. On June 28th, we continue the business development webinar series, and one of our advisors is going to be presenting on developing your business plan. And to close out the month of June, we have VI Apex Accelerators, and they're going to be presenting on veteran contracting assistance programs. So I see, let's see, questions. Okay. So a copy of this presentation will be available. So after we close the meeting, you will receive an email, and it's going to prompt you to complete a survey, and the PowerPoint will be attached. Just remember, if you came in late, this webinar will be converted into on-demand, in an on-demand format. So you can simply go after today and log in and go ahead and watch this presentation from the very beginning if you missed anything. So I don't see any more questions. And this time, let me just give you guys a few more seconds. I guess that's it. So, Ms. Davis, I guess you were very resourceful and to the point, and we all got the information. It's well received. So without further ado, I'd like to thank you for your time, the entire USPTO series for collaborating with us on this series. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and on behalf of the entire BISBDC network, everyone stay safe and see you next time.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed presenting for you. You have a wonderful day.
Likewise. Bye-bye.